Democrats have found a candidate who hates Thanksgiving and wants to get rid of it. Yes, running for governor in Wisconsin, Francesca Hong. Have you heard about this? Yeah, Thanksgiving, she says, should be canceled. I say good. Finally, a politician willing to stand up to big stuffing.
Talking to voters all day long here, we actually frankly heard a mix of supporters. Even some voters who very much admire her are wondering about her electability in the fall. But hardcore supporters of her say this is a time for Democrats to go big. This is a time for Democrats to really respond to a call for change, and not just being sort of discontent with the Trump administration, but also discontent with the leadership of the Democratic Party. But Caitlin, I've really been struck by talking to even some of the most liberal voters. There is that concern about electability. And we asked Francesca Hong about that as we spent a little bit of time with her this week. And she said, look, electability is always difficult to prove until you win an election. Fair enough, though. But David Crowley also, he's in Milwaukee this evening. He believes that the undecided sliver of voters and African-American voters in Milwaukee County could offer somewhat of a path for him.
There's the audit log and the results. What we uncovered was that 5 of the sticks had the audit log downloaded and not the results. It's a human error. These things can happen.
Yeah, and I'm just reading the closed captioning, and so I don't have the fullest grasp of this. But it appears there were some irregularities in the reporting process, so I think they have to go back to.
For Francesca Hong.
Okay.
Yes, and so I'm. It's nice to see someone who's like me to be in the office, and. She's a single mom. I'm not a single mom, but I was at one point. And she's a part of the working class. Mm-hmm. She's a woman who understands women's issues. And also she's a breath of fresh air.
Just take a look at what she said on this video. I was actually shocked. And she's very proud to say this. She doesn't care about any other thing. She's a working class, she's a single mom. Look at the kind of reasons. Then at the end of the day, when the big wrong leaders, they are the first to cry. That's insane, right? I've seen this over and over, and they can't even learn from.
Why do you think AOC and Senator Bernie Sanders have not endorsed you?
I have so much respect for the senator and the congresswoman, and they are working tirelessly to make sure that we can flip Congress and the Senate and get Democrats wins in the midterms. I look forward to conversations with them about that too.
Does it show that they don't think you're able to win this battleground state?
A gubernatorial race is different from federal elections, and I think that we are focused on making sure to reach every single voter that we can up until those polls close, and that's what we're focusing on right now.
What do you say to critics from within your own party who fear that if you win the primary, you'll drag down some of those down-ballot Democrats?
There's change can be scary, but when I get scared, I look to the voters who remind me every day that not only are we deserving of change, but they get to be a part of making that change.
So crazy that Bernie Sanders and AOC won't even endorse you. You're pretty far out there. I think these holiday conversations are actually valuable. She hates Thanksgiving. Today, our own K-File here at CNN uncovered the fact that over in Michigan, Abdul El Sayed wants to get rid of the 4th of July. And I think the reason these things are...
I think he said we should get rid of fireworks.
He was very critical of the 4th of July. I think these
but
are
I'm
windows...
just saying getting rid of fireworks is different than getting rid of the 4th
I think you're downplaying the message.
I don't have the quote here.
Yes, I believe you've seen what Democrat did with Obama. At the beginning of the video, that is not even our focus on this clip. If you take a look at this, Wisconsin Democrat just looked at the DSA and said, maybe not. David Crowley has beaten Francesca Hong for the Democratic nominations for governor, despite the Democratic Socialist surging on the polls before Election Day. Hong wanted to ban new data centers and once floated banning Thanksgiving, apparently telling voters you will fight AI infrastructure and potentially come for the Turkey wasn't quite the winning coalition. The socialist revolutions will have to wait. Even AIC and this other guy refused to endorse this lady for reasons I don't know.
Somebody just came in. What was it? Hong took the lead.
Dane County.
Oh my God! I almost went to the bathroom for that. Okay, Hong just took the lead. What would tell us about the update?
6,000 new votes. Hong wins 50% of them, and Crowley gets 33%.
What was the raw? Can you give us the raw vote?
Yes, 6,229 total. Hong 3,089. Crowley 2,054.
She won it by 1,000. She won it by 1035. She won the update by 1035 from Dane County, taking a lead of 254. For the first time tonight, I believe Francesca Hong has taken the lead in the statewide tally. That is now with 83% of the vote in statewide. She's taken the lead. It is 254 votes. That update from Dane, you said was how many votes?
6,000, and there was another 700 from Portage as well.
700 from Portage. She won the Portage update?
Yes.
What'd she win the Portage update?
It is really, and I want to bring Liz Smith into this conversation because Liz and I grew up in Democratic politics. We're still young, of course, but we grew up in Democratic politics together, and I think we both remember well when party leadership really selected the nominees. Now, you would never say it that way exactly, but they would.
But you can now.
Now we can. We're free. You know, they really did because they would put money behind it. They would endorse. And now it looks very much like party leaders are not picking the nominees. In fact, party leaders pushing nominees is a negative. It is a negative in many of these races.
You can actually see what has been happening in the Democrat Party. They select their candidate, no matter how they pretend like they carry our elections. She's admitting it. When I saw these videos, I had to laugh all through because when people say it on social media, it will be like, they're joking, you know, things like that. That tells a different story, right? This is a lady who went viral on social media last week when her past videos are surfacing and tweet everywhere on social media. I want to ban Thanksgiving. I want to ban this. When these questions were raised to her, she started changing her positions. That actually exposed her a lot. Maybe a lot of people saw this and decided to change their mind toward her. Because if you look at how she was searching on the polls, you were like, what is happening in the Democrat Party? A question surfaced to this top Democrat leader. Their response tells me everything. He said, Democrat Party is a Big Ten party, so allowing people like this is... Then at some point, I was shocked.
We're hoping to do this live shot from inside the Hong campaign headquarters watch party. We arrived with our confirmation materials, all the registration that we needed, front of the line. We were told because of capacity that they had the discretion to turn some away. It appears Fox News was the only immediate outlet turned away, but we can report from out here. You know,
it's okay to call that person out and demand that candidates distance themselves from those people. If you want to rule, over.
I think that there is no room in the tent for people that want to destroy our Constitution. There's no room in the tent for people that want to align themselves with, for people that don't have any interest in building for the next generation, but only want to redistribute what others have created.
And look, we're going to be potentially running against a candidate who doesn't share the values of Wisconsinites and most of Americans.
I want to prolong the video. I'm ending here. God bless you. Please hit the video. As the short clips at the end, that's what I'm going to tell you. You can always skip.
It's been wonderful watching you grow up, and you have just blossomed, turned into this fabulous actress.
Sunny from The View. I am so sick of you and Whoopi.
Don't do it. Yeah. We will be okay if you...
Diversity for diversity's sake being crammed down our throats.
The Hunger Games. This loves to work. It's, you know, I had a group of guys, you know.
Is cool. And of that UFC fight, because to
do this again. All eyes on California. You can see exactly what's happening. It
was on here in the Golden State.
In 39 days, we will know.
Fun of people. And so this is my life.
Telemachus,
Penelope,
Antinous, Odysseus,
Athena,
Telemachus.
This clip of Elliot Page is going to be what takes the Odyssey movie.
I don't want to make the video long. I think I'm going to end here. Please hit the video and share out. God bless you abundantly.